Everyone, so we have roughly about 30 minutes to the Fed decision for the rate, and also let's look at the dollar first of all before we move to another pair. Right, so the dollar is the king of the pairs in my own opinion, so that's what we go. Before we go into this, based on my experience with FOMCs, the dollar and the euro are always at 61% retracement based on my years of experience in the market. So that is the first thing we're going to check right now on the 1 hour time frame. So this dollar pair, we're going to check here. First of all, 618 retracement, and based on that we can take a trade, and you can check it out too across the years, the retracement of the dollar pair before any FOMC news release. All right, so we're gonna put this at the low here. Okay, now look at this. This is perfect. Right here we have the retracement we're talking about, not random. Okay, right here we have the retracement, so we're expecting higher levels on the dollar. So now let's get into the analysis. That should not make us biased, okay? We should just know that, and that's a pattern for FOMC news releases. So let's go in. Here we see the PMC that is formed right here in this way, right? Okay, now we expecting the model here, we expecting some sort of model here and some sort of model here. But before we do that, we must know the state of the market. We must know exactly what the market is doing. Okay, so I'm going to check it out right here, the indicator, to know exactly what the market is doing. Okay, whether it's in a trending state, a mean reversion state. Okay, all right, so we have strong mean reversion on the last 100 bars, which is statistically significant, and the direction of this mean reversion is up in the upward direction. So I'm guessing, not confirming though, this should be the last 100 bars within the range of that 100 hours, or now if this is 11 to 17, okay, yes, 100 hours here. So the state of the market is in a strong mean reversion to the upside, and we have a strong confluence here. Price bouncing up from support levels, price rising to resistance, look to sell there. Now price is rising to resistance, that is what we're going to take, and price is bouncing up from support levels. Our support level was 618 retracement. Right now here you can see a model right here in this area. Take a copy of that model from here, a copy here from this low to this low to the high, then rescale. All right, now here we can see that the price of this asset has given us an exact self-similarity in this area. Okay, now we all know this model, right? So, and you can see the feet of this price action right here. We have this higher lows here, same with higher lows here. All right, and this curve right here, we same with this curve right here, push it downside, pullbacks, push it downside here. There's a sweep here, somewhat a sweep here. This is a higher low, same right here, higher low. So we're going to record higher prices on the dollar. Now all of this is in line with our prediction for the quarter, right? For the quarter, our quarterly prediction for the dollar pair. Remember, we're buying the dollar right from the low, right? This analysis is part of Sage Upward Technologies analysis from our price reductions. Okay, so here is what we have in this area right here. So for the US dollar interest rates decision, whatever, we're going to buy the dollar from right here. Okay, and we're going to target this high here. Okay, so our stop loss is going to be just here because of the what's it called, the 618 retracement. Well, of course we trust this level back. The price might decide to push back a little, but no, we took a sell setup this morning on EURUSD, but we showed only our gold, which failed. All right, so here we have this price here. Now this is 1 hour time frame, of course. Tighten stop loss on the lower time frame will give us higher risk to reward. Okay, so that is for dollar. Right, here's our EURUSD levels, EURUSD trades. Okay, that is it right there. Our EURUSD trade right here from the morning that we took it, and here this model right here is the Fractal model. So here we got the model from this area right here. I'm gonna just widen this a little bit and take a copy of this area right here. From the low before the previous low before the swing low, then all the way to this high, then we mirror the price action in this way. Right, so that is what we have here, which is aligning with our analysis. Right, so we're going to target this equal low structure here for the EURUSD pair. Now all of the trades are trades that we consider at risk before we take them. So I'm going to post this before the news release happens, so along with your analysis, and compare and contrast. All right, pull it back down from resistance, price drop into support, look to buy there. Now the key here is price drop into support right here, so that is what we're going to do in this area. Now for the gold, let's see what the gold is doing. Now the gold shows up here. This is our trade that failed this morning right here up. We tried to tag in on the up here when we saw the indicator movement. Right, so we're going to delete all of this right now so we analyze properly. So trending up, strong upward momentum, buy pullbacks, target the next resistance, whatever. So here we can see this movement because we expect the gold to also short All right, now look at these areas right here. You see this anchor here and this anchor? This is it here. All right, so when this price breaks well above this areas into this levels here, we expect a short to the downside based on this fractal, right? But that's just a rough sketch of what should happen. We're not trading the gold, we're looking at the Forex right now because of the Forex pairs. On the S&P 500, we still have our trade running and our trade idea intact. Here, let me just check it out. Okay, the S&P 500 is not on my radar here on this account. So that's it.
A little longer than a few minutes later.